It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans and the Titans on Monday Night Prime Time.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Washington now brings this out. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try the left side. It's Barnett, and he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Foster. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Texans' 49-yard line.
Now a give right side. Barnett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Foster. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains. and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Texans.
Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. His throw incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Foster looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Barnett, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnett. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. That's caught by Ware. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Texans at 6-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. He's got it. This is Ware. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
They go counter with Howard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 53 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Howard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Washington, taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Foster. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run the counter. Barnett, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is Howard on second down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Foster now to throw on second down. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Foster. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Stroud now on second down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. And he finds Howard complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud will look to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this one is right through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas, where you see the final score there. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Set to kick off.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Stroud.
Going right side here, and that's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense. Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A give to Howard up the gut. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes.
Touchdown, Texans. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they run with Howard. Powerful running. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
It's caught, Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz.
He's into space past the 25.
And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Here's Gibson.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Titans 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. It's Barnett. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Houston set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Stroud.
They'll set up the screen to Howard.
He's across midfield.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And Stroud now to throw.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Howard up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Stroud out of the gun here.
He's got it. This is Ware. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Houston.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Foster. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Foster.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's taken at around the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
That's caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Foster.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Foster to throw. Off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do.
Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Washington now brings this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Foster throwing to start the drive.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He was defended by Derek Stingley.
Back to throw. Foster.
That is caught.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
That is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Back to throw again.
The pass taken in by Mayer.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Foster. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A give to Howard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Shedding through the defense. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for the Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Foster on 1st and 10. Quick slant caught by Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Foster.
Pass caught on the out route by Mechie.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Foster. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Will Anderson
In there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
At the 46.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Texans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.